Hi, I am Dr. Jim Roberts, Superintendent of the Bartholomew Consolidated School Corporation, and with this month's BCSC360, we are on site at CSA New Tech High School, and with me today is Principal Mike Reed. Hi, Mike.
Good morning, Dr. Roberts.
Good morning.
It's always a pleasure to have you in our building. As you're aware, we're in our 10th year as a high school in Columbus, part of the nation's first K-12 project-based learning pathway. Today, you'll have an opportunity to meet some of our facilitators. You're going to have some students who will lead you around, and you'll see some of the really engaging, authentic problems and projects that our students are working on a daily basis.
Very good. Looking forward to it. We are fortunate today to have a couple of students who are going to take us around on our tour of CSA New Tech High School.
I'm Cage Comstock. I'm a junior, and I've been in the CSA program for 7 years.
I'm Emma Edwards, and I'm a freshman, and I've been in the CSA program since kindergarten. So right here, this is our biology room, and we are currently doing a project that utilizes SketchUp Pro, and we are learning about a cell and all the different parts within it, and how we can make real-life models of a cell using technology.
Students see the value of something, want, need something, that there are opportunities to ask for that, demonstrate the need or the value, and that it may occur. We've made our way into the collaborative space at CSA New Tech, and I am being joined by two more of our CSA New Tech students.
Hi, I'm Catherine Reed, and I am a senior. I joined the CSA program as a freshman.
Hi, my name is Eli Edwards. I'm a senior here at New Tech. I've been in the program since 3rd grade when it started, so this is my 10th year.
We've had the good fortune to visit our honors physics class here at CSA New Tech, and I have a couple of ladies who are willing to share some information about this wonderful class. Ladies?
So right now we are studying electricity and magnetism, and through this we learn how to wire like different types of houses, and we actually do this project where we go to New Orleans during spring break through Habitat for Humanity to help low-income families help rewire their houses. Another project that we also do in here is called a boat project. So we learn about the buoyancy of different things, and we have a partner, and then we actually build a cardboard boat that we take to North Side Pool, and then we have a bunch of races, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
We are now visiting CSA New Tech's GeoIED class, and I have a couple of students to tell me a little bit about this class. So, Anthony.
All right, so recently we have done a project on Inventor, which is a computer software where we can build 3D and 2D models, and our latest project was building a 3x3 puzzle cube, and we had to create the pieces on Inventor, assemble them on Inventor, and color code them, and dimensions, which after a while got really fun.
Very good. That sounds fun. I'm guessing that you would encourage students to come to CSA New Tech High School?
I do, because we don't sit around and just do paperwork. I like doing computers, and I actually got to build on a computer.
Okay.
Which was really, really fun to do.
That sounds a lot of fun. I've had some awesome tour guides on our visit to CSA New Tech today, and as we begin to wrap up, just a question for you all. What are the benefits to you for attending this wonderful school?
I'll start. We have a lot of opportunity to kind of make our schedule how we need it best. So I actually start off my day at North taking my 3rd year engineering class, and then I'll travel over here for part of the day, and then I actually have 4th lunch, which is an odd thing here because there's only technically 2 lunch periods, which is 5th and 6th, but I opted for that because I wanted 2nd year chemistry and 4th year Spanish during my 5th and 6th class. And I actually don't have a math class this year. I doubled up on science. So I go after school to Ivy Tech and take that class.
CSA is really all about catering to our needs, and I've been in CSA since kindergarten. I'll be part of the first class that goes K through 12, so I haven't had an experience outside of CSA, and I plan on keeping it that way all the way through senior year. And I like how one-on-one CSA is, and how if I ask for a challenge, they give me the challenge, but they're not, if I ask for help, they're still willing to give me the help and the guidance, but not too much. And I'm a cheerleader at Columbus East High School, and I travel for a biomedical sciences class, and I get the best of both worlds, and I love it.
I've really enjoyed the fact that even though I'm here at New Tech, I'm able to participate in track at East High School. I was in band at East High School, and then I take C4 classes both here and at Columbus North High School. So I've been all over the district, but it's really interested me the fact that no matter where I go in the school corporation, I find myself ahead of the other students. Not necessarily curriculum-wise, but we're all learning the same things. But I have the soft skills. I'm able to work with the team and solve problems and think critically towards finding a solution and solving a problem that I haven't been, I haven't found anybody else who's able to do it like we are.
Yeah, and that kind of goes back to our school-wide learning outcomes, so like agency and written communication, oral communication, collaboration, all those things that we are learning together and we're collaborating and all these skills we've developed. So it's not necessarily like Eli said that we're ahead content-wise, but like skills that we've developed are really great. So like I've had the opportunity to take several classes over at Ivy Tech the last 2 years, and I took a speech class there, and I noticed that there are several other CSA students in there with me, and all of us kind of excelled because we'd already developed these skills.
One thing that we never want students asking is like, why am I learning this? Like, how does this apply to anything that I'm going to be doing later on? So we really focus on real-world application, and so we know how to problem solve, and all of these things are going to help us with our future endeavors. During my time at CSA, I've had many opportunities to accumulate post-secondary credits. So I've taken Sociology, Comm 102. Next semester I'll be taking Introduction to American History. I've also received credits through GOIED and English 12.
In addition, I think the support that we have here. So I've been in this program since 3rd grade. I came from a great school before this, but there just wasn't the student to faculty ratio that I really needed to thrive, or the environment that I really needed to thrive, and the CSA really provided that for me. And I said, I have a goal. CSA supported me this whole way through. They made sure I had all the skills I needed to succeed, the support I needed, the resources, and I think that if I were to have gone to any other school, I would not be able to say I am as successful as I am today.
My favorite part about being in the CSA program is the family atmosphere and the community that you feel as soon as you walk into any of our buildings. I have grown so much, not only as a student, but as an overall person. This program shapes you to push yourself and hold each other accountable, while also striving for accuracy and staying on top of your own learning. And if you're interested in joining the CSA program, applications are out now, and we have an open house on January 16th. All of the 8th graders in our district will be taking a tour in January, so we hope to see you here.
Project-based learning is not when we're just sitting in the classroom doing papers. We're getting hands-on learning.
We have a certain goal that we have to get to, and in doing that, we're kind of separate. So we're being individual and also learning how to be leaders and working in groups to achieve that goal, and along the way learning the same standards.
So normally we're doing 2 projects in 1 quarter, and when we come into the large group room, it's normally based fully on just collaboration and working on your project, whereas in the small group rooms we could be working on our project, but we're also learning our standards along the way.
I went to CSA in Lincoln, so I'd always been with the project-based learning, and I really liked working with people. I don't like sitting down and doing like a bunch of different papers and like having packets and stuff. I like having to like make stuff or build stuff.
I'd like the community to know that we're involved with the community. We have community partners that either help us or we help them in our projects. Like we helped design and light up the Horizon House, which is a homeless shelter. And then we also wrote books for little kids at Lincoln so that they could read. We took a little spin-off of fairy tales. So we're involved with the community and we're not just in a classroom being lectured.
I was fortunate enough to be one of 5 principals selected in Indiana to start a PBL middle school network, and so we work together holding workshops and various breakout sessions all related to PBL. And after about 5 years working as a 5-school group, Lydia Dobbins, the CEO of New Tech, came to me and asked if I'd like to join New Tech as a middle school program. Of course, we were excited to have New Tech back us, as well as provide support through coaching and through student management systems. And so that has really developed across the nation as well. It must be 25 to 30 middle schools that we work with across the United States, and continue, I think, a really strong PBL program. In addition to that, we were also selected to work with Gary Middle School students and received a federal stimulus grant of $100,000 that really put us ahead of many middle schools in the nation. So having said that, this is our 9th year working with PBL and New Tech. I feel really proud of our students, and you've had the opportunity maybe to hear some of our students talk about and reflect on their experience in our PBL program here at Central Middle School.
As part of the CSA pathway for our students, they have a lot of individual choice, and they have a lot of individual opportunities to apply different things within their projects. Students of all levels find success in the CSA program because of that individuality. Within a project, you see different students, no matter what their level at, take the leadership roles, take the community contact roles, and they're able to just really start excelling no matter where their level's at, and they're able to grow from that. In addition to all the high school credits that they're getting again, just like any Central student could get, the CSA students are able to do it within the project-based setting and take that into high school.
BCSC was one of the first school systems in the nation to incorporate a full K-12 project-based learning pathway. I'm Senior J.C. Stewart, and joining me today in the Columbus East studio is Principal Lindsay Lineweber and a few of her students from CSA Fadria. How is everybody? Thank you for coming, Principal Lineweber. Can you give us an overview of what project-based learning looks like in an elementary environment?
Absolutely, thank you for having us. So in the elementary setting, students are working with their project-based learning, so their project, and there are many different content areas that are involved in that project. So through the PBL, they are getting all of their Indiana academic standards that they would be getting if they were at a traditional school. We just incorporate that into a project. For example, today our 4th grade students just presented a check to the Shop with a Cop program for some money to help students in our community be able to go shopping for the holidays. And so part of that project, they were doing accounting, marketing, different types that they were able, the facilitators were able to incorporate the standards into that project to give it that real world feel.
Who here likes school? Good. What has been your favorite project so far?
My favorite project was Cambodia. We had a fundraiser where we sold water bottles, and we were trying to find ways to raise money to donate water filters to Cambodia for because we know that they don't really have that much clean water, and the whole grade as a group tried to figure out the best way how we could get it to them, how we could raise enough money, and any more ways if we could try to help them.
And what is Genius Hour?
Genius Hour is, we do it on our Chromebook, there's slides, and we take all the information about something that we're passionate of, and then we put it all in a slide to teach other people in your classroom what this thing is.
If you're really passionate about something, you can work on it, and some teachers allow you to work in like partners, not like groups, but partners. and you can, if you guys are, like, you like the same passion, like if you're passionate about something together, you guys can work on it at the same time.
And we do it not only with presentations. In the beginning, we get a paper that says all the choices we can use. I already finished my presentation, and you're not allowed to do one thing more than once. And so after I finished my presentation on the Google Slides, now I'm working on a poster. It's about penguins.
Oh, cool. So, how would you guys describe your school to a friend who doesn't go to your same school?
PBL is really different compared to other schools. It's not a big difference, but we focus more on the teachers, facilitators, focus more on how the students would like to lead their project, and we can choose whether or not to do something, and we have like group votes, like all grade votes, and it's all of us together figuring out things.
All right. And you said the teachers are called facilitators. Do you guys know why that is?
Because they don't tell us, they help us, they guide us.
So I do videos. Do you guys do videos?
Yes. I showed what I knew about decimal division on a video. I wrote down the steps of decimal by decimal division on some whiteboards, and then I would show the steps. I would like hold up a whiteboard and say, you make this a whole number, and then you do the same thing to the dividend and stuff like that.
So I heard you guys do virtual field trips. Can anyone explain to me what that is?
One time we were learning about our Constitution and stuff like that, and then our teacher pulled up like inside of the Capitol building and stuff like that, and it would like let us kind of scroll around in it and like drag your mouse, and you can go places and look at places like the library there, and we got to see a lot of things, and it was pretty cool.
I know our first graders did a Skype session with the elephant sanctuary in Tennessee because they were very interested in the elephants and helping the elephants and curious about what happened to the elephants when they stopped working in a circus, and they learned that there was an elephant sanctuary and got to Skype with the people at the elephant sanctuary in Tennessee.
What is a town hall meeting?
A town hall meeting is when you actually get to call on other grades to know what they're doing, and for you can know like what all the grades are doing and what their projects are, and you can actually know about other people, and they also call your birthday or if you got a rock slip.
Now Wyatt, can you tell me what is a rock slip?
Rock slip is something you get for good behavior from one of the five expectations in the school: respectful, responsible, cooperative, kind, or safe, and depends on what room you get them. And then every Monday there's a contest, and whoever got the most rock slips or got their name drawn out of the rock slips, they would get like a prize.
Mrs. Lineweber, what would you tell a parent interested in CSA for children?
What I would tell a parent is to come in and visit our school and see project-based learning in action. Again, in addition to teaching those Indiana academic standards, we focus a lot on the 21st century skills. At the elementary level, our emphasis is really on technology, oral communication, and collaboration and teamwork. And I think that sets us apart as well. We have rubrics that we use for each of those areas so that we can make sure that we're getting the students where they need to be in those 21st century skills. So I definitely think parents need to come, give us a call, set up a tour. I believe both elementary schools are taking people on tours by the day, so we would love to have families come in and see our building.
All right, this has been a great discussion. Thank you, Mrs. Lineweber, for bringing everyone here, and thank you all for answering my questions.